The SBA just dropped a bomb. 43% of their staff gone. Direct loans paused for anyone under the age of 18 or over the age of 120. Yes, you heard that right. The SBA finally decided to officially pause giving loans to 11-year-olds and centenarians. Elon Musk's DOGE is now officially inside the SBA, and they're rewriting how loans work. If you're trying to get funding, this might hit hard, but if you watch to the end, I'm going to show you a way to win, with or without the SBA. So here's the deal. The Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, was created to root out inefficiencies and fraud. And now they're claiming that the SBA handed out thousands of pandemic loans to children under 12. I'm talking $312 million to small business owners with fake names and social security numbers. Look, I'm all for kids learning entrepreneurship, but if little Timmy is getting $100K from the government to start his business, we got a problem. And I guess I got to be the one to say it. If you're over 120 years old and you're applying for an SBA loan, maybe it's time to delegate. But this isn't just about age. The real shakeup is the staffing cuts. DOGE is cutting nearly half of the SBA's workforce, 2,700 employees gone. Now they're saying that they're realigning with the agency's founding mission, but here's what that really means. Slower processing, fewer approvals, delays in support, and more denials, especially for people who are just getting started. I'm all for cutting back on waste and cleaning up fraud, but the question is, are real business owners like you going to get caught in the middle? This is going to hit startups, side hustlers, and new LLCs the hardest. And if you don't already have a relationship with a bank, if you haven't built business credit, and if you're already not profitable, the odds of getting through the system just dropped. I work with entrepreneurs every day who are stuck in this exact situation. They don't have time to wait 3 to 6 months for a maybe. They need capital now to launch or to lock in a deal. That's why I always go private first. Start with community banks, what I call backyard banks. They lend locally, they move fast, and they don't need thousands of documents. Build a strong business credit profile that doesn't rely just on your personal credit. You don't need to jump through flaming hoops to prove that you're worthy of funding. You just need the right path. Look, I know this SBA situation looks messy. Government cuts, fraud headlines, Elon Musk dropping bombs on Twitter, X. It's a lot. But here's what I've seen. The people who take control of their business credit, who stop waiting on the government, those are the ones that win. While others wait, they're buying trucks, launching products, investing in real estate. So I have 2 methods that'll work for you so that you can still get SBA funding. The first is that you want to find banks that are not 100% reliant on the SBA. We use the top lender reports from the SBA's website. Pay special attention to this. You pick your state from the list, and then you can see the top lending banks in your backyard. These banks are way more small business friendly, and you can find an advocate at the bank who can help you get approved. Pro tip, I would open a business checking account first with the bank before you apply for funding. Having a pre-established relationship with the lender makes it a lot easier to get approved from the SBA loan. Second method is to work with micro lenders. Now this process works very well, and I haven't heard anyone else share this process. Check out the list of SBA micro lenders. Like before, pick your state, and now you'll see the list. And don't worry, I'm going to include links to all this in the description of this video. Now, as an example, we have the UCE DC on this list. This is the Union County Economic Development Corporation, and they lend SBA loans to all communities inside of our state. They are way easier to work with to get an SBA loan. Development corporations like this are in all 50 states, and they even state on their website that they'll help mentor you on the process. This is a lot different than going to a bank cold and applying for funding that way. They don't just help you with loans either, they also help you get grants. In fact, because I was on their email list, I got a grant for $5,000, and the paperwork was relatively quick and easy. I do have a quick checklist to get your business ready before you apply for SBA loans, so make sure you grab that as well. So here's your next move. Get your business credit profile set up the right way. Tap into backyard banks or micro lenders who actually want to fund a business like yours. Build your own system to get funding. The SBA system is changing, and some people are going to get left behind, but not you.